Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw, as we're coming to you live in Salt Lake City, Utah. And of course, we are 2 weeks away from the Elimination Chamber event, as tonight's Monday Night Raw is coming to you live, like we said, in Salt Lake City, Utah. And of course, we got two big things going on tonight, as we should probably talk about that later on. But of course, we're kicking off Raw tonight with Charlotte versus Fallon Henley. As we kick off Monday Night Raw tonight with Charlotte Flair versus Fallon Henley. And of course, we're still on the tag team title debacle about what's going to happen with Becky Lynch and Charlotte going into WrestleMania. And guys, we see names like the Judgment Day, the Kabuki Warriors, and all these tag team in the mix, trying to earn themselves a possible tease at the tag team titles. As tonight's Monday Night Raw is going to be big. And of course, you have Usos versus LWO. And then of course, we got a massive match, a massive title match going on, with a massive main event involving 3 of Raw's participants in the Raw Elimination Chamber match, all battling it out to determine who will start the Chamber match off first against the winner of SmackDown's Triple Threat match we got coming up this Friday. And we're going to talk more about that later on. But who do you think is winning this match? Charlotte Flair or her opponent tonight in Fallon Henley? Of course, Becky Lynch is in Charlotte's corner. Well, of course, her opponent named Fallon Henley has JC Jane in her corner. And of course, JC Jane and Fallon Henley looking to get themselves in the tag team title hunt after they were unsuccessful in their hunt for the IC title, considering that Sol Ruka has upstaged both ladies in every twist and turn in every match as they've had about that saga in late 2025. But anyways, let's get into this match here, as crowd here tonight is not into Fallon Henley. Fallon Henley, Charlotte Flair. Here we go. Match begins. They're wasting no time with chain wrestling. That's Charlotte going for a roll-up. Back to the match itself as Fallon Henley bring it up. Charlotte gets up to her feet. And of course, the Elimination Chamber so far is shaping up to be an all-time great send-off and a great ending to 2K25. And of course, we'll talk about what we got on the Chamber so far, as of course, the kind of stickers in the ring. Don't know why. Of course, we do have a women's, of course, we should talk about what we got on the Chamber so far, as of course we got a Women's Elimination Chamber match. Even though we have 2 more wrestlers, 2 more persons to fill out. And of course, we have a qualifier later tonight with Kiana James and Io Sky. And then on SmackDown we have another qualifier. Then we have Alba Fyre and Nikki Turbine for the Women's United States Championship. Damian Priest, Ricky Starks for the United States Championship. A new match that was confirmed coming out Friday Night SmackDown, known as the White Six versus the Lucha Bros for the WWE Tag Team Champions. Then, of course, Cody Rhodes made his promise when he returned to SmackDown the last 2 weeks ago that he wants to destroy Legacy, and it starts with Orton's lackeys, known as Ethan Page and Austin Theory, as he has challenged them to a tag team match, but with Cody Rhodes getting to pick his tag team partner. Of course, Roman Reigns, and it's even been confirmed coming out of SmackDown this past Friday as well, that Roman Reigns will defend his WWE Championship against Randy Orton at the Elimination Chamber. And of course, we do have a WWE Championship number one contenders elimination chamber match with AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, and Oba Femi to determine who gets a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. And in the main event of that show, Aleister Black defends his World Heavyweight Championship against Brock Lesnar. And that is a big match card for the chamber. As let's get back into this match. What is Fallon Henley thinking about? Uh-oh! Wait! She stole Charlotte's natural selection! Here we go for the pin! Kick out by Charlotte! You think Fallon Henley is going to opposite the one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions with her own finisher? Nah. Speculation is getting under Fallon Henley's skin. Chop block there by Charlotte. What could Charlotte... Uh-oh. It's going to the top. Charlotte's telling Fallon Henley to get up. We've also there. Let's kick out there. As Charlotte is on the top. Crossbody maneuver connects. Kick out. As Charlotte is thinking about putting. Could this be it for Fallon Henley? We're about to find out as it is. Natural selection connects. Here we go for the pin. Kick out. And Charlotte's like, what do I gotta do to put her away? Well, that was it. Charlotte gets the win here. And of course, where does Charlotte and Becky go against WrestleMania? As of course, Charlotte gets the best out of Fallon Henley on Raw tonight. As you can tell, crowd is not happy about Charlotte getting the win. As let's take a look at what we got going down on Monday Night Raw tonight. As of course, here's the rundown about what is going on Raw here tonight. As of course, we do have a big match going down tonight. As Sheamus defends his Intercontinental Championship for the first time since Bad Blood, as he will defend it against John Cena. And of course, John Cena, of course, looking to win his final Intercontinental Championship and a title in his final run. Even though he's already won the World Heavyweight Championship. Even though that was prior to his retirement announcement 2 weeks ago. Anyways, Sheamus defends his championship against John Cena. Can John Cena get one more Intercontinental Championship reign? Or will Sheamus give John Cena a loss and shatter his dreams about winning one more title before his WrestleMania retirement? We'll find out as these two will wrestle later tonight. As for the main event tonight, 3 of Raw's individuals who are competing in the cross-branded Elimination Chamber match at Elimination Chamber. Of course, CM Punk, AJ Styles, and Kevin Owens will battle it out in a triple threat match to determine who will start off the Elimination Chamber match against the winner of SmackDown's triple threat match they got coming up this Friday, as who will start off with the winner of SmackDown's triple threat match this coming Friday at Elimination Chamber in a week from Saturday. We'll find out as that will be our main event later tonight here on Raw. The next time we're going to be on PLE on YouTube will be on January 31st, which is the Elimination Chamber event, the final PLE of WWE 2K25. As of course we are getting geared up for a new era in WWE 2K26, which is coming up in March. And of course you do not want to miss the Elimination Chamber that comes your way on January 31st on YouTube. As we're back live here on Monday Night Raw, we got the Usos versus the LWO, and of course the Usos looking to get themselves into the tag team title hunt going into WrestleMania. And their opponent tonight is LWO. Has who got winning? The Usos or the LWO? Let's find out. Jay starting off with Rocky Wilder. Super kick there by Jey Uso. As Jimmy was about to try and get Rocky Wilder off the ropes. Let's see. As Jimmy was trying to stop. Kick to the back of Rocky Wilder's neck. Kick to the back. As Jey Uso doing the yeet. As Jimmy's pretty much beating down Rocky Wilder at ringside. Usos gets a Kiana victory over the LWO. As the Usos has been on a massive winning streak. As could we be looking at World Tag Team Champions loading for the Usos. Only time to tell us they get the winner over the LWO here on Monday Night Raw tonight. Tonight, I compete in the triple threat match involving CM Punk and Kevin Owens to battle it out to determine who will be starting off the Elimination Chamber match against the winner of SmackDown's triple threat match they got coming up this Friday with Seth Rollins, Obafemi, and Johnny Gargano. Because all of that to the side, let's talk about my hopes about winning the chamber to get to WrestleMania. Roman and I have had so much history. Back in 2021 when we were trading the titles, the WWE Championship left and right, and because I've very scouted over the years. And because it would be no stranger to see this being run back at WrestleMania, with me winning the chamber and me getting to Roman Reigns. But because I will be focusing on my triple threat match tonight, and because I will be winning the chamber and I will be going to WrestleMania, where I become WWE Champion once again. So AJ Styles, of course, making a promise that he's going to win not only the triple threat match tonight, but he's looking to win the Elimination Chamber in order to challenge Roman Reigns or Randy Orton, for that matter, for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Can the Phenomenal One do that? We'll find out in the triple threat match in our main event later tonight. So I've heard what has been going on as of recently. Of course, we all know what happened. And I'm specifically talking about what happened 2 weeks ago when I heard AJ Lee announcing that she will be challenging me at WrestleMania for my Women's World Championship. And to that, I have no problem with that. Because I've been on top of the hill since I debuted last summer at King and Queen of the Ring. As for AJ Lee, he's been away from the circle for the last couple of years. And then she's now tag teaming my women's title. And of course, I will be the one. And because AJ Lee, you can have your thinking plan about capturing your first women's champion in a long time. But I will put a stop to that. Because I've been the most undefeated champion since my... Wait a minute! Someone just fought China Stephanie McCur! Look, wait a minute! That's Walking Points! Walking Points is attacking Stephanie McCur with a steel chair! Woman, Stephanie McCur was about to have some hard-fought cold words for a WrestleMania opponent in AJ Lee. And now Walking Points is attacking her. Uh-oh. Oh! What is Walking Points thinking about doing? I guess she's trying to punish Stephanie McCur in every sense of the word. And she's having a hard time considering she's out of gas. Uh-oh, what is Roxanne gonna do? Through the table! As Roxanne... I mean, that's pretty much it. Well, I'm pretty much stunned about what happened moments ago with Roxanne Perez and Stephanie McCur. It seems though Roxanne Perez wants a shot at her women's world title. I mean, that could be Stephanie McCur's obstacle to get through before defending that title against AJ Lee at WrestleMania. Nonetheless, speaking of titles, coming up next, John Cena looks to win his final title here in WWE as he will challenge Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, and that will take place up next here on Raw. As we are now getting ready for an Intercontinental Championship match between John Cena and Sheamus. And of course, John Cena will be retiring in 2 weeks, in a month at WrestleMania. In 2 months' time at WrestleMania. And of course, it was confirmed 2 weeks ago, he will be facing Gunther. But of course, last week he was coming off a victory against Bronson Reed. And tonight, of course, he's going after the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, John Cena is a former Intercontinental Champion. Of course, he won the title in 2021 at the 2K20 WrestleMania event. And then he would hold it until the first SmackDown of 2022, where he dropped the belt to Austin Theory. Then, of course, the last time he was in the Intercontinental Championship hunt was in 2023, when, of course, John Cena and Randy Orton was feuding with Austin Theory, who was the champion at the time, going into the 2K23 WrestleMania event, when Cena failed to walk out as champion, and then he would find himself in the main event scene, time and time again. And of course, now that we're coming off his title reign, where he won the title at SummerSlam, and then dropped it at Bad Blood via a Money in the Bank cash-in. And of course, his opponent tonight is Sheamus, which I believe this may be the last time these two wrestle each other. And of course, we do have information that next week, John Cena will be wrestling his final match on Monday Night Raw. And of course, his opponent will be the Royal Rumble winner, the 2026 Royal Rumble winner in Braun Breaker. That's right, of course, Braun Breaker, of course, going to be in action for the first time since winning the Royal Rumble. And of course, he's looking to get geared up for his WrestleMania match against Aleister Black or Brock Lesnar. Depending what happens at the Chamber. And of course, Sheamus has been the Intercontinental Champion since SummerSlam. Now, of course, he's gone through the names like Jimmy Uso, The Miz, Kevin Owens. And of course, this is his first title defense since Bad Blood. And he's going up against the man who will be competing for the final time on the red brand next week in John Cena. Here we go with the bell. John Cena, Sheamus, for the final time ever. Let's go, as this is for the Intercontinental Championship. And so far, Cena's getting the upper hand. As Sheamus is pretty much, as John Cena is pretty much. Oh, here we go with more wrench wrestle, more chain wrestling as Sheamus wants to get his lick back after what John Cena did to him minutes ago. Oh, here we go. Oh, John Cena reversing. Clothesline there by Sheamus. What could Sheamus be thinking about? Doing to John Cena. And because Sheamus has hopes. Oh, that was a horrible timing. And this could get John Cena his final Intercontinental Championship win. Oh, reversal there. Has Sheamus getting ready. Here we go for the pin. Kick out. Blow kick connects to John Cena, and will that be enough? Kick out. And Sheamus has a lot of things to do in order to get the victory. Sheamus heading to the middle rope. Oh. John Cena with the reversal there. Uh-oh. Here we go with a comeback. John Cena's looking to do everything to win the Intercontinental Championship in his second to last match here on Monday Night Raw. Uh-oh. Sheamus was pretty much gassed at that point. Could this be enough to put Cena away? Now that he couldn't use the blow kick. We'll have to find out. Another kick out. John Cena is still fighting on. Super Cena at full force here tonight. Sheamus is going to have to do everything to get himself the victory. Uh-oh, this doesn't end well. Uh-oh. John Cena! Blow kick after Sheamus reverses the attitude adjustment. And it's over for John Cena's hunt for championship gold. As it's over for him. As Sheamus is still the Intercontinental Champion. As it seems that that's it for John Cena's hunt for gold going into WrestleMania, as Sheamus is still the Intercontinental Champion. As what is he going into WrestleMania season? Only time can tell. Good match between him and Cena here on Raw tonight. So I just recently watched Sheamus retain his Intercontinental Championship. And, I mean, since Sheamus has nothing going on going into WrestleMania, I think it's clear that I am throwing out a challenge. You and me for the IC title at WrestleMania. What do you think, Sheamus? So it seems that Rusev is pretty much throwing out a challenge for an Intercontinental Championship match with Sheamus at WrestleMania. Will he get it? Only time could tell. As we're back in the ring here on Monday Night Raw as we are getting ready for an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Of course, Io Sky, I mean, despite coming up short against Stephanie McMahon at the Royal Rumble, I mean, there's a chance that maybe we get Jade versus her at WrestleMania, because remember, the winner of the Women's Rumble match, the Women's Chamber match, will of course be challenging Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Because there's Kiana James. Of course, Kiana James is a former Women's Intercontinental. Is of course a former Women's Intercontinental Champion. And of course, match begins. Io Sky versus Kiana James. As Kiana James bringing it to Io Sky. As Kiana James, of course, trying to earn herself a spotted, perhaps one of WWE's biggest matches of the year in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Because remember, if she wins, she's heading to Perth, Australia. And of course, right now, the field of the Women's Chamber match, right now. Of course, it is Lyra Valkyria, Nia Jax, Rhea Ripley, and Bayley. And of course, we do have one more qualifying that will be taking place on Friday Night SmackDown on the next episode. Suicide dive there by Io Sky. Kiana James. Uh-oh, come on in. Uh-oh. Io Sky. This is not looking good for Kiana James. This could be over. This could be enough. And of course, kick out. Uh-oh. Kiana James back to her feet. Has Kiana James could have this one in the bags. Uh-oh. She just stole Io's finish. Submission hold. Submission hold applied. Can Kiana advance to the chamber? Io's confused about what does she do. Kick out. Uh-oh. Kiana James, bring it to Io Sky. Smart strategy there by Io Sky. Oh, here we go. Moonsault connects. Io to join Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley and Bayley the chamber, and she does, as right now we have one more field, which will be revealed on Friday Night SmackDown. Good match here between both ladies. And of course, good match between both ladies. As now, we have one more spot for the Women's Chamber. As that will be revealed on Friday Night SmackDown. As who will be the final participant in the Women's Elimination Chamber match? We'll find out this Friday on SmackDown. As Io Sky gets the win here on Raw tonight. The next time we're going to be on PLE on YouTube will be on January 31st, which is the Elimination Chamber event. The final PLE of WWE 2K25. As of course we are getting geared up for a new era in WWE 2K26, which is coming up in March. And of course you do not want to miss the Elimination Chamber that comes your way on January 31st on YouTube.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As here's the rundown for a big match that's going on the final Raw before the Elimination Chamber next week, as John Cena will wrestle in his final match on Monday Night Raw against Braun Breaker, who is competing for the first time since winning the 2026 Royal Rumble. And of course, will John Cena win his final match on the red brand, or will Braun Breaker give John Cena an L on his way out of the red brand? And then build some momentum going into his World Heavyweight Championship match against either Brock Lesnar or Aleister Black at WrestleMania. We'll find out, as that is a big main event that's going down next week here on Raw. As coming up next, it is now time for the main event, as Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, and CM Punk battles it out in a triple threat match to determine who will start off the Men's Elimination Chamber match alongside the winner of SmackDown's Triple Threat match. As who will it be? We'll find out as that's our main event. Up next here on Raw. As it is now time for the main event. As it is a triple threat match to determine who will start off the Elimination Chamber match with the winner of the triple threat match we got coming up on Friday Night SmackDown. Of course, starting us off, out first, it is none other than CM Punk. Of course, CM Punk, of course, he got into the Chamber match after beating Nakamura 2 weeks ago to qualify for the Chamber. And of course, he's looking to do everything in his power to go to WrestleMania and challenge for the WWE Championship. And of course, CM Punk was WWE Champion going into last year's WrestleMania. But of course, he would lose that title to Randy Orton at Backlash the following month. And of course, since then, he then attempted to get his title back at Money in the Bank. That didn't go well. And that would set the stage for his SummerSlam match with Seth Rollins, where Seth Rollins got Punk off SmackDown. And goes Punk. Of course, is looking to challenge Roman Reigns and revisit history. Of course, with that feud of the year in 2024 with the Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. Speaking of history with Roman Reigns, out next we have another guy that has history with Roman Reigns, and that is AJ Styles. Because AJ and Roman do have history. Of course, in 2K20, these two are feuding for the WWE Championship, which would lead to them changing the title multiple times. Which was once at SummerSlam, then the triple threat match including Randy Orton at Night of Champions. Then they would have the rematch at the Royal Rumble. And Styles won. And these two would meet again in the Chamber, where Cena would win the title. The one that had Cena, McIntyre, Ziggler, and Velveteen Dream. Then of course, these two would have various matches in 2K22, 2K24, because of course they were on the same brand. And of course, Styles, last season, in 2K23, Styles was on Raw, while Reigns was on SmackDown. Speaking of, and we have another guy. Out next, we have another guy who has history with Roman Reigns, and that is Kevin Owens. Because Reigns and Owens do have history. But because these two are feuding for the WWE Championship back in 2K20. Because Reigns would get the best out of Owens in every time they've shared the ring. And because these two are feuding for the WWE Championship. And because Owens would like to meet Roman again at WrestleMania, but he does need to qualify, but he does need this win. Because the stakes are fighting for this triple threat is to determine who enters the Chamber, who starts off with the winner of SmackDown's triple threat match. Has Kevin Owens trying to go for the suplex. Styles going after Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens with a reversal there. Did we also forget to mention there is no disqualification? His pocket's got a candlestick. Belly to belly suplex. Kick out. CM Punk. Suicide dive to Kevin Owens. Uh-oh. Our goal Saturday night main event. It will be taking place on February 14th. Going for the pin. Kick out. CM Punk. CM Punk heading to the top. Another suicide dive to Kevin Owens. I guess this is all to determine who enters the chamber match. Who will start off with the winner of SmackDown's triple threat match. Uh-oh. CM Punk. He's got that baseball bat. CM Punk is taunting. Chaos is in full display here. Uh-oh. Kevin Owens, he's got another candlestick. This is just full-blown chaos in this triple threat match tonight. Elbow drop to Kevin Owens. Here we go for the pin. Kick out. Has AJ Styles. We're going to capitalize. JTS connect. Kick out. Has Kevin Owens. I see a Punk trying to get the upper hand on Kevin Owens. Now he's going after AJ Styles, looking to give him another GTS. Uh-oh, Styles reverses. This is the main event of all ages here on Monday Night Raw tonight. Uh-oh. Styles Clash. And CM Punk gonna try again. Another kick out. CM Punk gonna try and pin Kevin Owens. Another kick out. Alright guys, you gotta do more damage, Phil. Oh, he's now giving us some baseball shots to Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. Uh-oh, here we go with Undercard of Ice. Undercard of Ice is in. AJ makes it back to the ring. Another GTS connect. Kevin Owens is back to his feet. CM Punk trying to pin him again after Kevin Owens got back to his feet. And CM Punk will be starting the Elimination Chamber match first. That's great main event here. Because we all thought that Punk was not going to have a chance. But because he was able to go into the show tonight with hopes of trying to qualify, to enter the to have a chance to start off the Elimination Chamber match first. And he does. The question is who will be starting off with, as we'll have to wait till the next episode of SmackDown to see who will start off the Chamber match with CM Punk. As ladies and gentlemen, good night everybody, and CM Punk will be starting the Elimination Chamber match first in a week from Saturday in Perth, Australia. Good night everybody.